Okay, hey there. So I'm trying to do a new style of video. Not very new, but I've actually written a script for this video, and I'll be reading it off of my phone in front of this microphone and hopefully pressing left mouse so I can entertain you with visuals or something. I don't know, so a few minutes before making this presentation, I found out about a strange and obscure hypercar named the Devel 16. 16 written in letters and not the numbers. And this car is still in its prototype stages. And why am I making a video on it then? Well, first off, because it looks weird, and second off, because the company that made this car, Devel Motors, claims that it makes 5,000 brake horsepower from a quad-turbo 12-liter V16. Naturally, I thought this was fake since there are obvious red flags here, and I still kinda think it's fake. 1. The dubious claim was made by Devel Motors, an obscure company. I couldn't find any information about them online, and when searching their name, I only found results for the Devel 16. As far as I know, nobody knows when work on this car was started, but on one site, I think on one site it said that about 10 years of work went into creating this thing. Although I don't know. And 2, it is quite hard to believe that in this time an unknown company could pump out an insanely powerful V16 in an age where the most powerful production car that most people know is the Chiron, that only makes 1,500 brake horsepower. If such a company could make an insane engine as this, and Bugatti is focused on making fast cars, then why did they not do something like this? The engine in the 16 seems quite simple, as here's the rear, and apparently there are like 2 versions of this car. Like there's this one white one, and there's this black one. I'm pretty sure this one is like the more future model. Here's the engine. Yeah, it's really huge. Here it is. So why would you waste all that time on making a W16 with almost a third of the horsepower when you could just glue 2 LS's together? It does look like 2 LS's, presumably push rod as well. When you can just glue 2 LS's together and get a better result. Now I think about it, those are basically only the 2 reasons I don't believe it. The tech seems way ahead of its time, and the company is not to be trusted, and most things about this car is kept secret, so that's why most people don't believe this car. So here is why I think it might be real. Well, probably not. I saw a video of this car uploaded in 2018 by a YouTuber named Supercar Blondie with about 3 million subscribers, who supposedly drove it in Dubai. In that video, Blondie barely ever drove the thing, with it being visible for only a few minutes, and she used at least 10% of its throttle. And it also didn't sound as if it had a V16 in the video. It sounded more like a V8. Maybe it was a temporary engine. I'm not sure, but the hood, if it even exists, if there even is a hood, was never opened, and the engine was never shown. Now the second reason is quite difficult to argue with. So as you see, giant engine, pretty cool, quad turbos. Here's the Chiron, and here's the Chiron's engine compared to this beast. You can take a good look at them while I'm talking. So there is actual info on the engine. Yes, it exists. The engine that's supposedly going into this thing does exist, and there is information about it. And this info I got mostly from 2 videos. One being the dyno of the engine, which I got just by searching Devel 16 dyno on YouTube, and another video by a channel named AUTOMOHO. I'll probably link these 2 videos in the description so you could check them out. It also seems that this company partnered with Steve Morrison Engines to develop the V16 in this car. Here are some basic statistics according to the videos. Apparently, most of the engine is made from billet steel parts, with the block being a water-jacketed one-piece billet form with a one-piece billet hydraulic roller crankshaft and billet camshaft. The cylinder heads are custom fabricated from billet steel. I meant hydraulic roller camshaft, damn. The cylinder heads are custom fabricated specifically for this engine, and so is the absolutely huge intake manifold with dual drive-by-wire throttle bodies, as you can see on the right picture over here. Oh, is that the left? Damn, I'm so dumb. connected to an air-to-water intercooler. The engine is supposedly electronically fuel injected with under-manifold injectors which aren't very visible in the shot. The engine has 4 custom-made turbos with 81mm bearings, presumably with ball bearings made from billet steel. It has a dry sump with, he said, 5 stages. I don't know what that means. 4 for the oil pan and 1 for the turbo, apparently. Most of this I got from AUTOMOHO's video, where a man, presumably working for Steve Morrison Engines, lists the capabilities of the engine. Apparently, the engine shown in the video is not the final product and is used for testing purposes. It made 3,000 horsepower on 90 to 93 octane fuel and only 20 psi of boost. It made 4,000 horsepower on presumably the same fuel as at 30 psi or on race fuel, and it made 4,500 horsepower at 6,900 RPM and 3,519 foot-pounds of torque. The RPM which this torque is reached is not told. With 36 psi of boost on race fuel before apparently reaching the limits of the dyno. Yes, this thing was apparently so powerful its power could not be fully read. If this is actually real, then it is insane! And with all this listed, it is pretty hard not to believe. So the man said that this power was achieved in street mode, hydraulic roll-out camshaft, and 92-93 octane fuel. These power figures are akin to that of an automation twin-turbo V16. You know, those videos where, like, had 4,000 horsepower. And that's actually mental. The amount of power this engine generates makes me wonder if it is real or not, and if an entirely billet crankshaft can survive that. Which it probably can't, but this thing did run in the dyno video. It did actually run, and it was extremely loud. So those are the supposedly real stats of the V16 engine. I struggle to believe that this is possible. A car like this would probably only be possible about 10 years or so. But only time will tell if this is real or joke. Write in the comments what you think about this, because it certainly does sound like a joke. It could be not a joke. It could be totally real. But who knows? It really does sound like a joke. Is it just a lie on wheels, or is it a legitimate powerhouse like no other? It's probably just a tacky claim propelled by paid promotions and vloggers. Most videos online of it show passing by the same desert highway in Dubai over and over again, each time with a different engine noise, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a joke. So that's the video. Very, very sorry if it was extremely cringy and sounded like garbage, because this is the only video so far with a script, and I suck at writing scripts, so sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But overall, I hope you enjoyed the video. Car itself looks pretty cool. It looks a lot like a jet, and it looks a lot like a fighter jet, which is basically what they were going for. There aren't much videos of it online. I'll link the videos that I used as reference in the description, so anyway, bye, I guess.